Ran to Japan, Eric Floberg, Philly Bowden, William Gooch, Cole Running, they're all killing it on YouTube. But why is it that we're all hitting that video as soon as it's uploaded? Is it because they're visually so good? No. That's probably an argument I need to defend and explain a little bit later. Oh, before we keep going with this video, my name is Warwick, former professional speed skater, now a 252 marathoner, professional filmmaker and photographer, and I'm here to have fun with you guys. Let's get back to the video. If you have any relationship to filmmaking, you know that it's all about storytelling. But why do these guys stand out when it comes to storytelling? Well, there are several things. But let's first take Eric Floberg, aka Floberg Runs. It's obviously wrong to say that Eric Floberg is not a visually good filmmaker. He's a great filmmaker and his work is usually a piece of art. But what Eric is really good at is to take us as viewers with us into his universe and take us with him on his journeys. So whenever he has a new goal, he'll usually just take us with him and tell us that now he's aiming for a sub whatever marathon. And by doing something like this, taking us with him on this journey, it makes us like him a little bit more because we get to know him along the way. And maybe most importantly, we're able to kind of just follow his progress. And I think most of us, we love to see the progress. We love to see people working towards their goals, and we're curious about whether they will reach them or not. If you are a hater, you might not want people to succeed, but you will still probably be curious about how this journey goes, where Eric is going, or where your main character is going. I also think that what Eric does so well is that he's very relatable. He is a full-time filmmaker and photographer, he's a father, he's a husband, and he's still going for these goals. He's working towards his goals and he's taking us with him on this journey. And why does that make him more relatable? Well, simply because it makes it look like it's possible for the rest of us. Sometimes the best athletes in the world, they just seem kind of out of reach. They seem like they're doing the impossible. And that might be the case, but when we see people like Eric doing these almost impossible things, like doing a 232 marathon with his life and everything around it, it just inspires us more. And so in my opinion, one of the reasons why Eric is succeeding is because he's relatable, he's taking us on this journey, and he's showing us that it's possible. But what about people like Ran to Japan or Cole Running, who don't really have any experience as filmmakers? They don't have a background as professional creators, but they're still attracting a big audience. Well, one of the things that they're really good at, yet again, it's storytelling. Simple techniques as changing scenery, kind of like what I've been doing throughout this whole video. Maybe it can get a bit too much, but it still works because there are new things happening all the time. And so whether it's Jake or Cole, Jake is Ran to Japan, they're both really good at changing scenery and not making the video too one-sided, too monotone. Like, it just keeps on changing and it makes it more interesting. And so when I say that they're succeeding without being visually great, what I mean is that sometimes I spend hours lighting a scene, making sure that everything looks great. I will make sure that the audio is perfect at all times, but still I see that my videos are not really succeeding. So I'm not saying that they're bad at it, I'm just saying that it's not perfect. It's not professional filmmaking. They're usually using cameras like a GoPro or an Insta360, and it works. It works because, yet again, they're changing the scenery, they're making it interesting, and they're telling a story. They're good at sharing these stories, they're good at communicating, and just like Eric, they're taking us with them on their journey. So we're able to follow Jake's journey throughout Japan, how he's training, how his daily life is, his journey towards a goal. And I do think that this is one of the key ingredients to their videos. They have a goal of a marathon time or a marathon or like William Gooch running across Australia, and we're excited to see how it all ends. And obviously people like William Gooch, they have a full team with them filming, and they seem to have rights to music that we are familiar with, and it just makes the video so much better. But if you don't have that, don't be afraid, don't be discouraged, because I think that whether you are filming with your phone or you're filming with your GoPro camera, it's not all about the visual part. You don't need to be a professional filmmaker to make it on YouTube, to make it on Instagram or social media. I mean, look at me. I'm a professional filmmaker and I work with clients like Oakley and Red Bull, but I still only have like 642 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's not to say that I'm bad at storytelling, but I'm just saying that me putting so much effort into it looking perfect is not giving me views alone. And speaking of my YouTube channel, a few weeks ago I did make this very professional feature-length documentary that I'm really proud of. 1 hour long documentary about my journey as a runner, dealing with anxiety, and I'm really proud of that work. And that is the kind of project where I put a lot of effort into it, where I was making sure that all the visual parts were close to perfect. And if you happen to want to see how I make professional videos of my running as a filmmaker, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Again, I think that if you listen to the things that I just analyzed with these guys, you will get very far as a filmmaker in the running world. And one thing that all of these creators have in common is that they're really putting themselves out there. They're vulnerable, they're sharing their success stories, but they're also sharing the things that are not great in their lives, whether that is personal things with family or the results as runners. Everything is being shared, and that makes it much more authentic. So being authentic is a big part of building a following, because again, we want to be able to relate to the people we're following. I think some people would argue that William Gooch is taking it a bit too far by smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol during his run across Australia. But again, it's attracting attention, people are talking about it, and after all, that's what you want when you're trying to grow a following. If you want to get more technical and become a better filmmaker and want to see my workflow as a filmmaker on this running channel, I think I'm gonna try to show you a little bit more going forward. It's not a filmmaking channel, so I'm definitely gonna combine it with my running. A lot of us, we are combining these passions of ours. Like for me, it's filmmaking, photography, and running. Those are the three things that I love doing these days, and having this YouTube channel makes it possible for me to combine it. And in a lot of ways, I do think that I have a lot to contribute with, considering that I am a sub-3 marathoner, I am a filmmaker, I am a photographer, and I have produced documentaries for myself, but also other athletes. So subscribe to my channel, let's have some fun here on Warwick Runs. And if you haven't already, go check out the Marathon Podcast, your podcast for everything running and endurance sports. Thanks for watching, appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one.